Hey everyone, Mortgage Nerd here. I'm making this video on my drive out of the Keys. Gorgeous, gorgeous drive. I just prefer it when I'm driving into the Keys and not out of them. But either way, I still have my office in Miami. That's where we run the business. So either way, today what I want to talk to you about is there's an article that came out on the CFPB, that's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They said that we have the most complaints about mortgage companies than we've had in 3 years. Really, it's the mortgage servicers that we're talking about. So what's a mortgage servicer? First of all, when you start the mortgage process, you're dealing with the originator. My company, we are mortgage originators. When you go to a bank and you get a mortgage or any loan, they're originating that loan. That's the origin point. That's where it starts. When the loan closes, my company, because I am a direct lender, even though we are the originator, we are a lender. After you close, we sell the loan to a servicer. Those loans are securitized with the secondary market, which is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae. Sometimes there's private secondary markets, things like that. So the servicers are the ones that send you the statement in the mail every month. They're the ones that you call when there's an error. Sometimes clients call me and I'm like, hey, look, here's my advice on your issue, but you need to go to your servicer and I can jump in and help and give you advice, but they won't talk to me. Why so many complaints, more than they've had in the last 3 years regarding mortgage servicers? Well, let's think about it. I mean, the last year we've had this thing called a pandemic and we've had all this forbearance garbage. And a lot of these servicers like Wells Fargo and big lenders like that, they're people, I'm trying not to insult them and call them names, people in these call centers that are telling borrowers like my clients, oh, don't worry about it, you can do this forbearance and you're not going to have any negative repercussions. Well, first of all, what is a forbearance? A forbearance is where you're able to stop making mortgage payments for X period of time, and it's not going to hurt your credit score. But over a year ago, when the pandemic started, I was warning everyone. I said, listen, this is not a free lunch. If it's a difference between putting food on the table and paying your mortgage, by all means, do the forbearance because you need to put food on the table. The government is giving us this option. Really, it's giving the secondary market the ability to do this. I'm not going to go into that. There was a whole long video I did a year ago on this whole structure. And they're allowing you to take this time off. But then at the end of your forbearance, you either have to pay that entire amount that you're behind in full, or you have to start making 3 monthly on-time payments. Right now we're in May. So if they say, all right, you're out of your forbearance, they have to say you're out of your forbearance, you can make payment 1 that's due May 1st, payment 2 due June 1st, payment 3 due July 1st, and then that first week of July, you can close on a refinance, you can close on an investment property you're looking to purchase, whatever it is that you're looking to do. But if you don't do those, there's other steps too, there's modifications and this and that, then you cannot get other types of financing. So there is a negative repercussion. Granted, it's not negative on your credit. It doesn't have missed mortgage payments. You're not 1 times 30, 1 times 90. What that means is 1 30-day late. 2 times 30 means 2 30-day lates, or 1 times 90 is 1 90-day late. So you don't have that on your credit. It's not going to be on your record. That's good. While you're in forbearance, it does show on your credit report. It says nice and big, forbearance. So that when someone pulls your credit like I do, they go, what? Tell me about your forbearance. Are you out of it? Have you started making payments? All right, let's put this process on hold, this refinance or this purchase on hold. So going back to what I said a year ago was to not do it unless you had to. So I had clients that would call me and say, Phil, I did this forbearance and I really don't need to. I'm just doing it because, hey, I don't have to make payments for a few months, but I could pay it in full anytime I want. I said, well, go ahead and pay it in full. Then we can refinance and lower your rate. But if not, you have to do this whole 3 payment thing. I just had a client close with me who was told adamantly by someone else that you had to make the 3 payments. You can't just make 1 payment in full, but that was incorrect because she made the payment in full and guess what? She closed. So not everybody understands all the rules either. So going back to what I was saying in the beginning, and the whole reason that we're making this video is the CFPB. The CFPB said that a lot of mortgage complaints to servicers. Well, I think it's number one because they shouldn't have given all that information saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with doing a forbearance. These people, again, because I don't want to insult them, in these call centers are saying all this stuff that's not true. But then let's say you're in the forbearance because you really needed it. And how long are you going to be on hold waiting for these people? Because it's thousands and thousands of people throughout the country trying to talk to these people at the servicers. And these poor servicers are understaffed because they're not built for a pandemic. Are they built to have such a large volume of calls coming in because of a pandemic and forbearance? No, they're not. So for the first time, I think, ever in my career, I'm actually defending servicers a little bit. But servicers are terrible. Their service sucks. I need to call my servicer on one of my mortgages and be like, why can't I log in? I log in every month and make my payment, yet now I can't log in and the 15th is coming up. So I don't want to get a late fee on that mortgage. So I got to deal with them. Yeah, that's what's going on, and that's why they're doing it, and whatever. CFPB, always looking for complaints. Supposedly, under this administration, they're not coming after mortgage companies. They're coming after payday loans and PPP stuff and other things that, maybe student loans. I can't remember exactly. Just they're not coming after mortgages. So I'm like, yay, not yet. Elizabeth Warren hates us. We're evil. Yet they're going to loosen guidelines. They're going to make it easier for more buyers to buy properties when there's a housing crisis and there's too many buyers and not enough sellers. Oh my gosh, it's genius. I love it. All right, guys, I'm done. My ride got a little bit boring. There's no more water, but that's fine. I'll probably make some calls now. Mortgage Nerd out. Thanks.